But yeah, you know, I'm very open to anything today, to surprise anything, because maybe there's no one outside, maybe they're not gonna open their door, I don't know.
We need to think absolutely positive.
Yeah, no, I'm positive because we're going out, so I'm positive.
We can find people where...
Some time ago I was curious about narrowboats, so I decided to make a reportage about it. I went to East London for a nice walk along canals. It was a sunny day and many people were outside. Followed by a cameraman, I asked people on narrowboats about their lifestyle. My approach was a little harsh, and some people got intimidated by the camera.
Can you shoot after you introduce yourself? Sorry, man.
But in the end we had interesting conversation. Here's a sum of the day. So what's your name?
Ed.
I'm Louis.
Nice to meet you, man.
So Ed live on narrowboats, right?
Yeah, one of those.
For why?
One night, just like.
For one night. And it was, what do you say, was a bed and breakfast?
Yeah, but no breakfast. Well,
Yeah.
they had cereals, they had porridge actually.
Nice.
And teas.
And how did you find that?
I saw on Airbnb, on the website Airbnb, yeah.
Oh, so they really put that officially, right?
Sorry?
They put on the website, like.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on there. There's like,
interesting.
the one I stayed on was like £25, but they range up to like £200 a night, like nice.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. It was
£200
really,
per night.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really good experience, man.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like gives you an insight on like that kind of way of living. So
Was that, I don't know, how do you feel? Like, do you feel closer to the nature?
yeah,
or...
man. Yeah.
And action!
Good. So I'm in Hackney. This is Victoria Park, and I'm going to. No, let's do it again. I'm going to do what?
Just to...
Hey man. Hi. I'm Louis. Nice to meet you. So I'm filming for a documentary about people living on boats.
Yeah.
And I'm just interested. Just a quick one. Why you're living here?
But who you shoot? Can you shoot after you introduce yourself? Sorry, man.
Yes, I can, of course.
Because I might not be interested.
Especially living in London, I really feel like oppressed by this way of living in flat, very constructed. And I really miss so much living in the nature, like living outside. And I always think, wow, how can I deal with that? You know, should I buy a house very far, like a room very far from the center, but then I can go in the center for work.
Yeah.
And I just see that, you know, like you and other people live.
No, it's a confusion. Like lots of people that get boats and they think they'll have a house on a boat.
Yeah, but it's no.
No, to me this is like a work boat. You had it made and
So you basically
around the country.
Wow.
But it does, I don't know, it doesn't replace houses, it's a different thing. It's a way of life, like you're off grid,
Yeah, exactly.
but it takes more time.
I wanted to do something about the off-grid.
Yeah.
Sure.
But in the morning you get up, if it's winter you go out, you go and find wood,
Yeah.
you get your chainsaw, and then you have to axe the wood, and then you go and get water.
Yeah, no, it's a tough
It's like
life.
living
I'm
on
not
a
saying
farm or
it's
something. It's not tough, but it's just, you can't just say that I'll live in a boat would be cheaper.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I didn't
No.
thought about the cheaper thing.
No.
I know. I mean, I'm interested because of this living off-grid. It's like you know, like society want to control your way of living, your style. You know, but I feel very close now, living where I live, taking the public transport, and it's always like, why I can't have, you know, something more personal, something, you know, can.
But you can't have it because it's more work than you think.
Yeah.
I can't really explain it very well, but you don't just move on a boat. I know many people who move on a boat and then it doesn't work out for them and they get off.
Yeah, I met some young guys. They live there, but it's very hard for them.
Yeah,
like,
and then if you're busy with other things, then it might not be.
No, it's another lifestyle. Okay, so come over here. Wait, there's a nice angle. I want to do another one here. The shot, but it's
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Oh yeah,
Camera is rolling.
camera's rolling. Okay, good.
And
So-
action.
Action. So I'm in Victoria Park, Hackney, and this is Regent Canals. What I'm doing, I'm just looking for people who live on canal boats and collecting their stories, if I can. So let's do that. Let's knock some doors together. It is a nice boat, you see, like we managed to see it. The other boat was very ugly. It's like, okay, have a look. Hi.
Hi.
How do you like living on boats?
Huh?
How do you like?
I can't hear you with the engine on
Okay.
over here.
Do you like living on boats?
I don't know, maybe touch me in a second when I put my boat back in.
I love this way of interviewing. It's more interesting.
Hi.
What's your name?
Emma.
Emma.
Hi.
And I love your glasses. What do you like? What do you like more of like living? You feel like connected to the nature?
I think she needs help.
Should I go there and
Yeah,
help the girl? Let's go there. Let's go
Let's
there
go.
and help her.
Emma. Hi. It's okay.
No, I can help.
That's alright. Well, they went off, but they were still tied to my boat.
Oh.
They went to move, so they dragged my boat.
Oh shit! Really?
I was just like having a nap on the
That's what
river.
happened. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're just having a nap or chilling, you have to be ready to move, no? Basically all the time. You're welcome. So it's good. I feel like part of the boat community right now. This is good.
Like the most ridiculous little. It wasn't me. They moved my boat before.
Oh, right. It's great, that, isn't it? You're like,
No, I said
it's all
they could.
fused together and you can't undo it.
I said that's fine. Move my boat, but when I was at work, and then I came back and my back deck. I'm gonna bring it back a bit.
Yeah.
Because it was really stupid like that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, how can we do that?
If you can just just walk with it.
Walk with
Yeah, but keep tension on the boat.
Just pull it. Yeah, pull it.
Because if you tie it from there to
Yeah.
there, and the water level changes, then the boat will turn.
Okay, that's
So
very
you have
interesting.
to-
Okay, yeah, of course.
Only for moving.
So my name is Louis.
Ah, Louis.
Louis.
Piacere.
Piacere? Yes, piacere, right.
My-
So, Gianna, can I ask you a few questions, or are you busy right now?
So yeah, I'm just sitting. Come and sit
Yeah,
on the roof.
can we? Okay, let's go. I don't want to.
No, they're not in, so.
No, but how can you get to your boat if someone is sleeping and you have to cross that boat?
Yeah, you just
No?
have to annoy people sometimes.
Oh, it's tricky, isn't
Or
it?
you get annoyed sometimes, but you try and be as good as you can.
Okay.
Apart from,
Yeah, I mean you have like. It's very interesting this way you have neighbors because it's like you can always change your neighbor if you don't like it. You know?
yeah,
You can always
no,
move.
it's true. Yeah.
But it's really close. It's like. And have you ever fall down the water? How was that?
Yeah, it was very cold.
Yeah.
It was November.
Oh, okay.
So it was so cold that after like 8 minutes I couldn't move.
Feel like, oh, you couldn't move?
Well, my legs couldn't. You know, it started to like my body started to.
Oh my god, yeah, that was really cool.
The bank can be really high, or there's other boats that you can't get out so easy. So if it's winter and it's really
swim,
cold,
basically.
yeah. But if it's cold, then you just you get a cramp. So
Oh, yeah.
and then you get hypothermia.
I mean, wait,
So,
yeah, exactly, that's so tricky. But
so somebody help me out. But. Sorry, I'm gonna put coffee. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a coffee. Do you want one?
sounds great, yeah.
What's that? Well, I still go into the city for work.
Yeah, okay, you work in
You
the
know.
city.
Yeah. So, you know, you're not really cut off from
Yeah, no.
London
I know.
life, but it depends because if I'm more near to work, I can cycle there. in, you know, cycle along the canal, and then it's nice. Because we have to move, you know, like 40 miles, and I often go and live for sort of 4 months in the summer on outside of London,
Oh, where's
in
that?
Hertfordshire and Essex, like Roydon,
Yeah.
that kind of place. And then when I have to come into work, you know, it's like an hour on the train, and it's
Come out.
Transferred from. Oh, look.
What? Oh, that's a bit nosy.
Right.
How long are you living in this boat?
3 years.
3 years, wow. Yeah, that's something. So, you're living in London because of work, your job?
Yeah. I moved here
Because,
a while ago.
uh-huh.
So yeah, I've been in London a long time, but just on the boat for 3 years.
Mm-hmm. So before that you were living in a flat, or...
Yeah.
Do you miss something in living like in a house, in a flat, you know, like...
I miss it on days when it's, because you have to move every 2 weeks.
Mm.
And sometimes it's, you know, you have to move, maybe you're ill or you've been working those days, and then you have to move on that one day, and then the weather's really bad. You don't really want to be moving when you're not in a good, you know, fit and healthy. Or sometimes just if you're in a bad mood, it's quite bad. You know, because you're moving like 20 tons, and you have to be quite alert all the time. Some guy just last year fell in a lock and hit his head, and he didn't survive. And you know, there's all these things. So that the thing that I like the most about houses, that I miss the most about houses, is nights when I have to move by myself, and I really don't want to. And I think, if I don't move that night, then I can lose my whole boat license. Because
how would that work? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah,
so you can stay 2 weeks for free. Basically, you stay 2 weeks.
It's not for free.
It's not for free.
You pay the license every month, like
every month.
£90 a month.
£90 a month. Okay.
And then but you have to move every 2 weeks, and if you basically, there's quite a political thing going on at the moment, because the Canal River Trust, it's now a charity, but it used to be a kind of government body, British Waterways, and then it changed hands, and there's a lot more boats on the river because of the housing crisis. So a lot of people chose, because of lifestyle, they chose to live on a boat for many reasons other than just, you know, not being able to buy a house or whatever.
No.
But because of the housing crisis, then lots of other people now come to the river just because they can't buy a house. So it's got really busy, and but there's a lot of areas where the Canal River Trust could allow us to moor in more places, and it's not really at a congested point at the moment, but it might get that way if it keeps going. But what they're kind of doing is, instead of managing the problem in a way where they're having a dialogue with us as this really big community now, they're just starting to fearmonger, and they're trying to make more money, basically.
I see.
So they're putting mooring points where we used to be able to moor just and stay 2 weeks. Now it's private moorings a lot, and it's £9,000 a year upwards.
£9,000
just to rent that space. So you still have to own your own boat. You still have to pay your own.
This is quite a lot of money.
And you still have to like empty your toilet and fill up your water tank and things. So
it's probably more expensive than
for some of those ones. But what they were doing last year was saying you can't have a year's license. You can only have 6 months, because you haven't moved far enough, or if you haven't moved exactly every 2 weeks. So then people were getting like a 6 month license only, and then if they didn't move more in that time, then they would get the license taken off them. You get a section.
How do they know that you did?
Because they come like every 2 days.
Really?
And check your index number. It's like a parking thing.
Yeah. Wow.
But then so now they don't give the 6 month licenses anymore. They just give you a section 8, which means you have 28 days to get your boat out of the water. Which
it's expensive.
For, yeah. Or they impound your boat and they crash it.
No way, really?
It's coming.
So they're actually taking a lot of people's homes off them now, and so people invest a lot on the life in the river and their boats, and then everyone's in fear now because they're worried that
you can't really relax, can you? You have to have everything under control.
So the thing I miss most about a flat is not
worried about this.
Not having that stress hanging over me. I mean, I move around every 2 weeks, and there's a massive part of that. I mostly really enjoy that. I like to move around. But there's certainly times when it's really stressful because you have to move when you're ill or you know, when you're really tired.
Yeah. But do you live in this boat by yourself? No. Wow. And you feel like, I don't know, safe in general?
No, it's fine because, well, it depends really. But, you know, most of the time it's a really, really nice community. I know lots of people here. And so I feel safe as long as I'm with other people. But if I go to the countryside and I'm, you know, in the middle of a field, like a half an hour cycle from the nearest train station, and I'm coming home at 10:30 at night, you know, by myself, cycling down a country lane with lots of like kind of Brexit men in the local village who are just horrible. You know, it's like, God, you know, someone's going to attack me, or if something did happen, then you know because you don't have any bloody mobile reception half the time when you're there either. So it's not like you have a phone. You know, you can think, oh God, if someone came and attacked me tonight, then my phone hasn't even got a reception.
Yeah, that's really bad. What about
I've had people on my boat at night, and I've had to just shout at them. But most of the time, it's people trying to nick your bike.
Really?
Bike on the bike's there. Yeah, it's most of the time it's people trying to nick my bike. So I've had to kind of rush out and shout.
My bike's locked on the gate.
Where, you know,
look at this boat.
When you have to move. Yeah, this is.
What about this? I don't understand.
This is from Scotland. This boat.
Really?
It's from the North Sea. So there's a whole fleet of them that were sold like a couple of years ago. They're from the guys that do the oil rigs, and they were built on the inside. They had like 60 seats that guys would strap in, and they would turn upside down in the sea. So they're designed to go all the way around like this.
Oh my God! I see.
Apart from the fact that they're made of fiberglass, so any boat like this, like a steel boat, can quite easily make a crack.
I see.
It's not meant to hit things, you know. It's meant to be in the sea where there's no.
Exactly. So
technically, it can kind of turn over.
Why they're using this boat here?
Because people like to live in them.
Okay.
Because they sold a whole batch of them off a few years ago for $3,000 each.
Oh yeah, I see.
In Scotland, but you have to get it down from Scotland. They're normally orange, but this guy's.
Yeah, I saw different orange boats. Yeah.
So there's a bit. So yesterday there was a political, like a kind of protest day over there with all those boats, and there's a community boat there that we all crowdfunded to keep it running. It's like a little village hall for everybody that moves around and has different events like cinema nights and chess nights and stuff.
Really?
And then we had like a stage boat and people were playing live music.
So apart from that, you are happy in living on a boat?
Yeah, I am. I wish I wasn't worried about losing my home. I think that puts like an unnecessary anxiety, because if they want to, I do think if they want to manage the numbers in London because it's busy, then they just need to bring out something like a London license. You know, they don't have to atmosphere of fear to everybody, so that because it's actually, some people are completely stressed out about it, and I think the most dangerous part is that it's making some people make silly decisions, like me moving my boat at 10:30 at night, because I'm like, oh, if I don't move by tomorrow, I'm gonna lose my home. So maybe I'll move the boat by myself in the dark, even though my headlight isn't working, and do the locks and everything, and you know. It's dangerous to do that by yourself anyway, in a certain respect, because if you go in the water and you're not with another person, then there's no one there to take you out if you've got a head injury or something. After the first 6 months living on the boat, the first night I slept in the house, I couldn't sleep because it was too
feel like
still.
Weird? Yeah.
And I was at some boy's house, and there was like this window that was banging in the wind. And every time that I heard the bang, my body braced itself waiting for a movement.
Yeah,
because
but there
when
wasn't.
you hear a bang on your boat, you know, you normally hear like boof, and then you wait for it, and then you hit against the boat, or because sometimes that can happen. It depends how you tie up, or where you're moored, or if the water levels change, or if it gets windy. And sometimes you can try and sleep at night, and you have to get up at like 4 a.m. and retie your ropes, or you know. It's all extremes. It's like good things, bad things.
Yeah.
But that can be okay. Some days that's all right, and other days that's really annoying, and you don't want it. Like another day, if you come along, if I was in a different mood, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
It can be really, really hard work sometimes, you know, especially if you have problems with your engine, or you have no water, or your toilet is full for days, and you've got so much other things in your life on, and you know, there's moments when you just think, oh God, this is too much. But then there's other moments where, you know, you moor somewhere and it's really beautiful and
and you enjoy it.
you go, oh, now it's worth all that hard work. I can relax and enjoy it. So,
and do you learn all this stuff by yourself? Like, I don't know, how to run a boat in general. How do you know all these technical things that I have no idea?
Just learn, make mistakes sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happened? Did you buy this boat?
Yeah,
okay.
I got a bank loan, so I don't really own it yet, but I'm paying the bank loan.
Yeah, okay, so you're actually still paying it?
I actually bought it from a boat builder in the north of England, and I got it made brand new.
Wow, okay.
So it's actually, it looks rubbish at the moment because the paint's coming
But it's actually a new boat?
Yeah, it was 2013.
Wow.
It was built as a steel shell.
Right, yeah.
So the hull is new, and then I built, so when I bought it, it was completely empty inside, and then I built everything.
Really?
Yeah, with my dad. My dad's a joiner.
Nice.
So we built it, everything inside.
Because you don't have walls,
this
but...
was 3 years ago.
Wow. Well done.
So that's been hard work to get materials down and, you know, having to move and then build things, and
Sounds
you don't have
good,
powers all the time, so...
Yeah, and do you feel like you want to, I don't know, because with this boat you can't really go like very far, no? You have to stay in canals, that's it, no? How far can you go with this boat? No?
Well, canalised rivers or canals.
But can you leave UK? No.
Huh?
Can you leave the UK?
No.
No, really. It's dangerous.
Not with this. No, you can't cross the sea with this because it's got a flat bottom. But you can go. You could go on the Thames. On the tidal Thames. But I wouldn't take my boat on the tidal Thames because it's quite rough. You know, just because I wouldn't want anything to go wrong.
Yeah.
You know, you can take too much water on the boat if you go on the tidal Thames.
Oh, really? Okay,
and it can be quite kind of touch and go. But you can go all the way to like a bit on the Thames and then go up to, well, the canal system goes all the way south and then it goes, to Bristol. You can go up to Manchester or Carlisle.
Bad.
And then there's a Scottish...
You can go to Bristol, really?
I think it takes about a month.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, moving a boat is like as fast as walking.
Really? As fast as walking, okay.
Yeah, you can, like, I can take my boat up to Essex in like, I've done it before in one day, but it's like 12 hours constant moving.
Oh, really?
And about 16 locks. And most people may do it over like 3 days, it's more relaxed.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely
I can cycle back from there in like 2.5 hours. Or I can get a train in 45 minutes into London from there. So it's, moving a boat, it takes a day on a boat going really hard, but it takes 45 minutes on a train. Or 2.5 hours to cycle. So it's slow, but you can move it, but it's... Yeah.
But no, really, thank you very much.
The footage then?
Now I'm going to sell to BBC.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And piacere, yes. Is your boat?
This is my little boat.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, thank you. Whoops. Two-siders.
Oh, I see that you have a nice armchair over there. That's amazing. But like when it's raining, like before it was raining quite a lot. But this thing can protect.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah? That's lovely, man. How long are you living in this boat?
18 years.
18? No way. Wow.
On and off.
On and off, yeah. And I think that for you it's like no question like to live somewhere in a flat or somewhere else, no?
I'm institutional.
It's part of you, I think.
It's been a long time.
You always have been in this particular boat for 18 years.
Well, on and off, yeah.
Yeah, on and off, but...
This is my only boat I've had.
Look after it, no?
I try to look after it.
Yeah, it looks like
otherwise, you're
wow, it's lovely.
fighting a battle against rust, the weather, the rain.
And you don't have a solar panel, I see.
Yeah, that's the solar panel.
That one?
That,
Oh yeah, the one you just
The black thing.
Of course.
The stripe down the front.
Oh really?
Middle. That's the solar panel. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. You can actually walk over there. I mean,
You can walk on them,
and
yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's why. Well, I use it because I travel a lot,
Yeah,
and the other ones get in the way. You know.
yeah. That's
You always need
amazing.
to have a rope on the middle when you're doing locks, and you don't want anything on your roof. So I put anything on the roof this end,
Yeah, all right.
and then
And you just look there, yeah.
that's what people want from the boats, isn't it?
And-
It's the sense of freedom, and you
Yeah, did
have
you-
that freedom, you sacrifice other things.
Yeah, I know. But did you feel that freedom? Did you feel like every day this kind of?
Do I feel
freedom?
it every day? No, you still
No.
have, life still has its things, you know, and it still has its pressures, doesn't it? So
Yeah,
no, you don't feel that every day. But you do feel it enough, you know.
you feel enough. Yeah. But I bet there is like a lot of work, no, to keep.
Definitely, of course. Yeah. I mean, I think,
Jim was saying.
but that's why you need. You're sacrificing money
Yeah.
for time, aren't
Yeah.
you? So
Yeah, no, exactly.
it's cheaper living, but you have to spend a lot more time.
Yeah, it's just because
Fixing
it's
things,
yeah.
just doing your life administration.
But you don't do because it's cheap, you know. You do because
I don't know.
yeah,
I mean,
you do
I
because
never-
you love it,
it's
like
just
this.
all I've done. That's my whole adult life, really, is
Mm-hmm.
being on the boats.
Yeah. Oh, looks amazing actually. And do you feel like?
Normality to me.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, but do you feel like not having such comfort, you can have like I don't know, in a big house. It's probably like a good thing. I was thinking that.
I don't need. Well, it
because,
depends on the type of person you are. doesn't it?
yeah,
Some people
exactly.
want stuff. They want comforts. They
Yeah.
want stuff really easy. And some
But
people,
I think people kind of because like me and you probably know that. But imagine like other people who are like never been trained, to see there is like a different way of living, and they see like I don't know, the way of living in a boat very not dangerous but like difficult, just because you don't have any. Yeah, you don't have comfort. I mean, what if you want to have a hot bath? You can't really have,
No, you can't have a hot bath.
Yeah, so that's the thing. And
I
like,
have friends with. I know people with baths in boats.
and you can. Oh really?
Yeah, I had a bath
Okay.
on a boat this year. Only one. Not on this boat.
But I like that. The thing that you don't have something, and you can actually enjoy more what you have, and you can actually think of how to get the pleasure from other things. To me, it's like more.
Well, it shows you what little you need, really. And you don't really need very much.
Yeah.
As long as you can eat, and
Yeah.
you're warm, and you have a roof. Yeah, you don't really need very much at all.
That was it. So I did ask you your name.
Luke.
Luke. I'm Louis. Louis. Okay. Let's see what these guys are doing. Event workshop. Can I ask you what is that?
We're a village hall.
Village hall.
That's the idea.
Lovely.
We're running a calf tonight.
I'm Louis.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. So what are you doing tonight?
We're running a calf tonight. There's some people playing music.
Nice.
We've got orange juice.
So yeah, is this like all the not hall but the community boat?
That's the idea.
That's
We
nice.
foster a community.
So this boat is basically like
It's an open space. You can hire it to do different things.
you can hire it.
We have film nights on Wednesday nights. We have games nights on Tuesday nights. So they're not sure it's going to happen this week.
So basically they are just having a chill party because yesterday they had a big one with proper speakers and everything. And yeah, today you're just relaxing. You're just playing some live music. Oh, look at that! We have also a castle in the boat.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm Louis. Nice to meet you.
I'm going to go for a piss.
Brown with a tear in her eye, she said, I never wanted to go. And we went walking by the river. She said she'd marry me for sure. We went walking by the river, but the river don't run, the river don't run, the river don't run no more. No one's asking why, they just say make that crocodile dance, boy, make that crocodile dance, make that crocodile dance, boy, make that crocodile dance.
My focal distance is a bit further away than that, so I don't know, I don't know what you're trying to do to me.
I hope that God is happy up in heaven. I'm sitting there, right by his side. Honey was the best thing in the whole world. Honey said she loved me, then honey died.
Great cajon player.
Hiya, hello!
Don't miss your bus.
Ow! I'm off. Fuck off. Bye. I love you.
We love you too.
It's good that this is not a private space. So basically, they are playing as is a private house, but it's not. So lots of people passing through, and just someone stopping, other people just passing. It's really cool.
Cut. Okay.
And I just wanted to go to a bar to finish up to myself. Because I haven't eaten, so I did shop to and then maybe this is stuff by. Remember?
I quite like this playing out of the hatch with your light.
Punch and Judy.
Yeah, and maybe we could do something where the butty's next to you, and there's something I don't know, even if you're just like practicing, it's such a beautiful thing to have next door. Or even if you want to do a special night, like a kind of through the hatch concert. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. 25th of June in Milan Park. Is that where we are now? Milan?
No, Milan's further east. But also, I'm going to think about this idea of a concert through a hatch. I like it.
Do another take? Are you ready?
I was just taking first. I thought it would be funny.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, they were like doing a film.
So yeah, we're just coming back home. We spent a beautiful evening with the guys from the boat community, and yeah, it was very interesting. Like, they were very open to us. We just jump on their life basically with the camera on, but they let us doing that, and it was much fun. So yeah, good night.
Great cajon player.